Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You take a look at the Trailblazers. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason. Here are the five for the Raptors. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. And it's Abaji in at the two-guard. Avdia can't hit. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And interconference matchup, they faced these guys twice this season. And last year, they took both games.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
That free throw, no good. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The bad boy Pistons, and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. Winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there.
And he's good on the second. So, Brent, when you were playing, what was your approach to the first game of a back-to-back? Anything different?
No, really nothing different, Kevin. I mean, the games just pile up. So go back to your routine, staying with your routine, making sure you're on time with when you eat your meal, when you get to the arena, when you're doing your pregame warm-up. A lot of those things allow your mind to settle in to what it is your body is about to go through to compete every night on an NBA floor.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Clinging with it, Pirtle's there. Here's Sharp, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
That's a spot where if Sharp can remain consistent, he can add another level of scoring to his game.
Pirtle with a screen on Sharp. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Nice shot by Pirtle. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Avdia. The layup off target.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Pass to Shed. Here's Abaji. Defended by Sharp. It's deflected.
And Sharp reportedly a 7-foot wingspan. You saw it in full effect on that block.
Simon's on the wing. Here's Klingon. And it's Toronto with the rebound. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare from a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thank you, David.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. We know, Brent, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharp took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game, and then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game. The potential of Shaedon Sharp is so very evident. I mean, this guy, given some more development and time to flourish, he will be an offensive force in this league for a long time.
Here's Shed, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Screen by Pirtle. Shot from the top of the key, and he nails the jumper. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now, here's Avdia. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing, and good that time.
Just pushing through that time. Avdia asserting himself against the contact.
Here's Abaji, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
That free throw, no good. And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions, makes defending a much easier prospect.
And he sinks the second. Hey, Brent, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trail Blazers excel?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
Barnes, screen on Simon. Shed, that's good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Kamare. Down low. Fades away. Avdia can't hit.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Barnes passes to Abaji. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, Scotty Barnes, such an excellent passing wing.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Reith is checked in. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
Now, here's Simons. Nothing on the board.
Finding a way through. Contact comes Simon's way, and he just avoids it.
Pass to Battle. Fertile with the ball. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Outside, Avdia. Simons finds Avdia. And he's good on the 3-ball. Avdia's got 5 now.
You can see the work that Avdia has put into that 3-point shot.
Pass to Battle. Here's Abaji. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now, here's Simons. Here's Avdia. An easy 2 points on the layup. Avdia's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Attacking in the lane. This is where Avdia does a lot of his best work.
Battle passes to Purdy. Here's Barnes. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Avdia on the wing. Back to Sharp. Here's Kamare. Offline with his 3. Raptors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Shed. He has 6. Here's Barnes. Pass to Pirtle. Screen by Pirtle. Clock at 4. Tries it from the top of the key to the wing right side. Battle. Cans it from downtown.
Now, Pirtle, as a big, such an unselfish player, always willing to make the extra pass.
And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Grant with Avdia. There's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
That free throw, good from Avdia.
Denny Avdia has a ton of versatility, and the coaches encourage him to explore. I mean, this guy can make an impact both on and off the ball.
Scoot Henderson's checked in for Portland. And the Raptors also making a change. Lawson's checked in. Both free throws, good from Avdia. Toronto's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Anthony Simons.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
On defense, the Trailblazers. Barnes the screen. Abaji can't get it to go. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. And that one, good. Avdia's got 11.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game?
Lawson kicks to Barnes. Pirtle with a screen on Sharp. Abaji can't get it to go. The Trailblazers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Sharp, the pass to Henderson. Here's Reith. Here's Sharp. And the 3 off target. Barnes down low. Henderson defending, and he gets the bucket.
The defense knows that's where Scotty Barnes does most of his work, but they still can't stop it.
Henderson with the screen for Sharp. Sinks the triple. He has 7.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Abaji. He has 5. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Just barely too late, and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And that one misses. Portland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Thibault kicks to Henderson. Over Lawson. And again, it's Portland converting.
Good to see Henderson knock that one down, continuing to work on the jumper.
Barnes passes to Robinson. Here's Abaji with some arc.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Henderson, no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here's Barnes. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Just 3 to shoot. Temple can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 3. Henderson passes to Thibault. Back to Henderson. Three-pointer. Henderson with another miss. And so here's Toronto. 1:31 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Temple. Still without a basket. Misses off the left iron.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Barnes. The rebound by Reith. The Blazers on offense. It's a 3-point game. Tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA, had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
That's good from Barnes. 2024, Brent, was a momentous year for Scotty Barnes. His first All-Star appearance.
Well, Kevin, an amazing accomplishment for such a young player, but it feels like we're just scratching the surface. There's been so much exploratory with Scotty Barnes. What I'm interested in the maturation process is when Scotty makes winning the most important thing, where he's pushing his teammates and taking on responsibility. That's when he's going to cross over into superstar.
Traps in the tray.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Abaji. He's got 7. The 3. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Abaji's got 10.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Denny Avdia. He's been the guy making things happen for the Trailblazers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more in store for you right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Portland.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Then there's Klingon. Then it's Denny Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the 4. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Here's Shen. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Lawson against Sharp. Klingon the screen for Sharp. This one for 3, and it's Toronto with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Sharp's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. And here's Lawson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's great.
As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Toronto. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens.
And I think for Toronto, they're already looking to the offseason. And that's a shame. Their fans deserve a little bit more from this team.
And the body language right now kind of telling the story. Losing takes a huge toll on you, especially during an 82-game grind.
And Toronto making a change here. Barnes is checked in.
And what a setup for Klingon, who just has to reach up to throw down that lob.
Outside Robinson. It's deflected. Avdia up top. Over Temple. Avdia finds Sharp. Klingon the screen for Sharp. He goes up again, and it's good on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Oh, great job of keeping the play alive. Klingon using that reach to secure that one and get the second chance look.
Here's Lawson. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Lawson's got his first points of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Here's Klingon. Saw him with 10 points last game. Here's Sharp. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Simons.
I like the control from Barnes while getting fouled. He's still able to get that shot off.
Scotty Barnes taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, an all-star in year 3, Scotty Barnes has been an immediate impact player. That is not easy to do.
Barnes hits them both. Avdia, 11 points in the game. Simons on the wing. The 19-foot shot, and he drops that one in. Simons has got his second bucket of the night.
Most of Simon's shots are inside or outside. I don't know where the other side they could come from, but he can hit from anywhere.
Here's Temple. No scoring in this one. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. 5th, the Raptors.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
2 shots.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. So it's Toronto now. They trail by 3. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Here's Temple. Shoots over Avdia, and the Raptors miss again. Portland leading by 3. Here's Henderson driving inside, and he uses the glass on the layup.
On the drive, Henderson relies on his agility to slip past contact.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Is checked in for the Raptors.
Raptors substitution. 19, Jakob Poeltl.
Lawson right side. Pass to Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Barnes has got 10.
Well, inside, Barnes knows he has to fully commit. You don't finish against contact by going in there with half the effort.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Barnes. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And Barnes has that big body and is very nimble. Gets into the free throw line.
For Toronto, they have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. That's good from Barnes. And Portland has possession. Henderson outside. Sharpe sets the pick for Henderson. Connects from 3-point range. Henderson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Good to see Scoot knock it down as he continues to hone in on his outside shooting.
Here's Robinson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Simons with a screen on Lawson. Beyond the arc. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Now, here's Avdia. 12 points for him. Pass to Klingon. A kick out to Simons. Bangs home the trifecta. Simons has got 7 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Back to Barnes. Outside for Lawson. Now here's Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Lawson. A three-pointer, no good. Portland leading by 4. For 3, Henderson. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. For Jakob Poeltl, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. And I I'd say Brent did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now here's Barnes. He had 27 points last game. Toronto needs to get off the shot. Robinson for three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA. And confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So for the Trailblazers, Reith is checked in, and Murray subbed in for Henderson. Now Simons. 29 points for him last game against New York.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
There's a good screen. Here's Temple. No good from outside.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Shed. 9 points in the game so far. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Thursday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together. And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in line so far here in the second quarter.
Scoot Henderson's checked in for Anthony Simons. And Toronto also making a switch. Robinson's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Now here's Henderson. 10 points for him. Here's Avdia. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Raptors trail by 4. It's to Abaji. Drives to the hoop. Off on the layup. Portland's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Here's Reith. Outside, Avdia. That 3 off the mark.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Pass to Shed. Stolen by Henderson. Thibault on the wing. Still yet to score. Here's Avdia. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
There's the screen. Buries the long-range jumper. Avdia's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Denny has been pouring it on here offensively. He is feeling himself.
Fires it up. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Temple. Pass to Reith. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Kamar is checked in, and Delano Banton's subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. And the Raptors also making a change. Lawson's checked in. And the free throw, no good. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Utah Jazz. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
He's had a few chances at the line, 1 of 3 in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. 41 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Reith. And it's blocked. Lawson surveying the D. Here's Abaji. Robinson a screen on Murray. To the inside. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Robinson.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Reith. Off target at the rim. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 4. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
Hello there, folks. Toronto Raptors in our featured matchup, which has not disappointed.
They're letting that team fire away from deep, and it's not doing them any favors. Something got to change, Jet.
Yeah, hard to win when you're giving guys all day to shoot.
And moving on, a chance to look at some of the results that have already gone final. The 76ers picked up the win against the Mavericks in Dallas. That win puts them at 3-3 over the course of their last 6.
Just another great example of you have to bring maximum effort to win in this league.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Scotty Barnes.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Raptors trail by 4. So the Raptors 5 right now. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. And it's Battle in at the 3. The Trailblazers pull it in. Klingen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lets it go from the wing. Connects. The jumper drops. Sharp's got 14.
Plenty of flashiness to his game as Sharp can tie you up with his handle.
Pass to Battle. Barnes with it. And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And the Raptors with the ball. 6-point game. Here's Shed, covered by Simons. 5 on the clock. That one goes in. 13 points in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Abaji. 11 points in the game. Here's Shed. And the 3-ball is good.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Sharp. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Barnes. He's averaging 19 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And when it all comes together for him, this is what he's capable of.
Yeah, this is what his coaches have been waiting for that light bulb to turn on. And right now, it is burning bright. He looks fantastic.
He's off on the first.
Well, so far, you're liking the flashes that Sharp has been able to show you at this level.
And he's good on the second. Here's Shed. He's got 16. Pass to Battle. And it's blocked.
Intimidation at the defensive end. That's something Klingen can provide right away, while the rest of his game is a bit of a work in progress.
3-pointer. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Toronto trailing. Boy, Greg, it seems like the big men have returned. And Donovan Klingen is one of them.
Yes, he is 7'2" with a wingspan to match. The capability to dominate the paint, and his impact is felt at both ends of the court.
Sharp, that's good.
And an exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharp has in this one.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. 5th is Anthony Simons.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Pass to Barnes. From the top of the key, and there it is for him. Barnes has got 18 points.
And Scotty Barnes continues to grow in shouldering the offensive load for his team.
And the wide open shot from Avdia. Good on the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Battle. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Pirtle. To Abaji. Misses the 3. Trailblazers leading by 5. And it's Avdia off the drive.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Pirtle. 6th in field goal percentage. And of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spur.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Raptors trail by 7. Pass to Castleton. Back to Barnes. Here's Pirtle. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Pirtle's got his second basket.
Yeah, Pirtle showing a little bit of touch that time from the mid-range.
Klingen's shot is off. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Sharp, that's good. Sharp's got 19 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now Avdia following the 3-point attempt by Scotty Barnes. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And Pirtle's got a high defensive IQ, great awareness, which is why he's able to block and alter so many shots.
Here's Castleton. Shoots over Avdia. And the Raptors miss again. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Pass to Klingen. Now Sharp over in the corner, Avdia. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharp.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Henderson's checked in. Here's Battle. Henderson defending. Battle misses. Portland leading by 7. Here's Simons. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Pirtle. Pirtle with a screen on Simon. And that one's good, Barnes.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Kamare. And here's Sharp. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. And that's 21 points for Shaedon Sharp.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Pirtle. Pass to Castleton. And here's Barnes for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Klingen's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. 17-foot shot on the way. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9. Over in the corner, Barnes. Lawson outside. Pirtle sets the pick for Lawson. Off target with his 3. Portland leading by 6.
And how about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Portland.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Reith is checked in, and Murray subbed in for Anthony Simons.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
Pass to Shed. Now here is Robinson. The jump hook, count that one. And that's now 9 points for Robinson. Trailblazers leading by 6. Henderson finds Sharp. Henderson with the screen for Sharp.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Drills the three-pointer.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders. Oh, man. Oh, man. Scoot Henderson, an elite leaper.
Pass to Temple. Here's Shed. A three-pointer off the mark. Sharp with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sharp's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Temple. His three-pointers off the mark. And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And the shot by Reith, no good. The Raptors shooting 37% so far in the third quarter, and they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution. Here's Temple. He's covered by Murray. Pulls up, high post. Temple can't get it to go.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
And Sharp is the kind of guy who gets up there in a hurry. That elevator, that's got some extra juice.
Pass to Temple. From deep. Rebounded by Kamare.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
From down low and off the glass. That one's good. Reith has got 7 points.
Just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Pass to Robinson. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Shed. And the Raptors miss again. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Henderson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Now let's take a look at some numbers here for Henderson. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. Averaging 22 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Both free throws good from Henderson.
Always those anticipatory moments with Scoot Henderson when he's out there playing one-on-one to make plays off the bounce. That's when it gets really exciting.
Here's Shed. And again, unable to change momentum here. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good by Henderson.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Shed. 19 points in the game. Here's Robinson. And again, no good by Toronto. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Trailblazers lead by 17. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Anthony Simons out there with Henderson. Then it's Denny Avdia. Then there's Klingon. And it's Kamare in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Portland leading by 20. Pass to Kamare. Simons with the ball. Right at the free throw line. Rebounded by Temple.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Yep, that one goes in there. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. Klingon collects the 2-pointer near the hoop. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Temple gets the bucket.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter, even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter. Will that make right there? That could change things.
Here's Klingon. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
The Raptors making a switch here. Abaji's checked in. And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt Anthony, one of those guys, really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively.
Temple can't get it to go.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And that one falls for Henderson.
And making the most of their opportunities at the line here in the second half.
The Raptors making a switch here. Pirtle's checked in. Both free throws good from Henderson.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Pirtle with a screen on Avdia. Temple can't get it to go.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Henderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Henderson. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Henderson.
And they've been so steady at the line in the second half, gotten a good volume of free throws and converting at a high clip.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Pass to Klingon. Avdia on the wing. Launches it. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in. Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Here's Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
I like the way Avdia is competing right now, always looking to make a play.
Barnes outside. Lawson sets a screen for Barnes. Toronto working the ball around now. Lawson the pass to Pirtle. And it's denied. Simons against Lawson. From outside, off the mark. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Abaji. And stolen by Simons. And now Avdia pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Yep, it counts.
This is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Pass to Klingon. Now here's Henderson over Barnes. Henderson, no good. Inside. And that one's good, Barnes. Barnes has got 6 points in the quarter.
Barnes rising to the challenge here. He is tough.
They set the pick. Avdia. No good on the triple.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Klingon. And here's Avdia. Lawson defending. Here's Kamare. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, an all-around player, the swingman Avdia loves sharing the rock.
Now Lawson. To the paint, and it goes out of bounds. A last touch by Purdy. Aiden Sharp's checked in for Scoot Henderson.
On the court.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Outside, Avdia. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Raptors have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That's foul number 2 for him. Garrett Temple has checked in for Toronto.
Number 17, Garrett Temple.
Hurdle with a screen on Simons. Temple can't get it to go.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Here's Sharp. It's good from long range. Sharp's got 32 points in the game.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
Here's Battle. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Temple the pass to Pirtle. Some players, Brent, have claimed entertainment is emphasized over competition. What do you think?
Well, I think there's a great balance, and the league does a great job of promoting its stars. But at the end of the day, Kevin, trust me, guys who are out here have a love for the game, a passion for the competition, and that's what we want to see.
Here's Klingon, and Pirtle sends it back. Here's Temple. Pass to Battle. Shot clock at 6. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Kamare. Lawson defending.
Really good work on the interior. Abdia forcing the D to compromise.
Personal foul, 4th team foul. At the line for Portland, Denny Avdia, taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Avdia.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Pass to Pirtle, out to the right wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. To the left side wing. Here's Temple. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing.
Simons with the screen for Avdia. Here's Kamare. Guarded by Robinson. Knocks it loose. Lawson outside. And Temple now atop the key. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Battle. Robinson a screen on Avdia. Here's Battle. And the Raptors miss again. The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Simons with the screen for Avdia. Here's the three. Here's Klingon. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Great game for him, double-double now. 11 points and 17 rebounds. Pirtle kicks to Temple. Screen by Pirtle. Temple can't get it to go.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Now, here's Avdia. Tight defense on him. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Here's Temple. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game,